What's up, guys? It's your boy Storm back with another video, and in this video we're going to talk about sun gazing. So I don't know if you can see him. Where is he at? There he is. So sun gazing. Why should you do it? Why have I started to practice it? Sun gazing, in my opinion, is a form of meditation, a form of nature meditation where you look at the sun. Now, most people have grown up and learned that it's bad to look at the sun. You can go blind from looking at the sun. The sun hurts your eyes. We get that, right? You should never look directly at the sun. But the thing about it is, when you are able to look at the sun is able to give you energy, right? It charges your energy fields. It gives you information that you may not necessarily be able to decipher. But think of it almost like an energy cleanse of sorts to sun gaze, right? So in this video, what I'm going to talk about is how to sun gaze, and everyone has really a different method. But for me, what I like to do is I like to wait till about an hour before the sun's going to go down. An hour before sunset. An hour, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. If you're new at sun gazing, please, try to. It's hard at first, so I would say, do 30 minutes before the sun goes down. As the sun is on the horizon, look at it. You'll be able to look at it without any discomfort. How high it is, obviously you don't want to sun gaze at midday, because that would be painful, right? You'd physically feel yourself being in pain. But if you wait until the sun is on the horizon, you can look at it. You can look at it start with 3 minutes, work your way up to 5 minutes, get to 10 minutes. Look at the sun, focus on your breath, right? Feel the energy traveling from your tailbone all the way up and through the base of your neck and through the top of your head. Feel that on the inhale, and on the exhale, feel the energy as it travels back down while looking at the sun. You will feel a sensation. Maybe it's a ticklish sensation. I guess it all really depends on the person. For me, when I look at the sun and feel the breath in, I feel the energy almost hitting the top of my skull and pushing out, and it tickles the whole way up my spine. Another method that you can use to sun gaze, if you don't necessarily want to wait for the sunset, so to speak, is you can wait until you can find a tree, and you can wait until the sun is, or find a position where the sun is almost peeking through branches and leaves, right? You can still see the sun, but it's kind of settled right in the middle of, a particular circle, right? Now, what this does is it helps to disperse some of the rays and makes the overall energy of the sun a little bit less powerful. That way, you can look at it without any kind of discomfort. So that's how you sun gaze. As for how often you should sun gaze, do it as often as you like. I think the more you do it, the more you'll see overall benefits from it. I know for me, I'm very new to sun gazing. I've only been practicing it for about 2 weeks now, but I find that when I do it, I do feel very peaceful. A lot of my worrisome thoughts leave, and I'm able to kind of just stand there and absorb the energy and just feel it and just be present with it. That's really the key, is just being present with the energy, not thinking about what you have to do after the sun goes down, not thinking about what you have to do tomorrow, not thinking about what you did earlier today, but just focusing on the sun and letting it give you whatever information it has to give you at that point in time. But yeah, that's a form of nature meditation. I've also recently experienced with, I've also recently experimented with a rain meditation. And I'll make a video about that, at a later date, maybe the next time it rains and the next time I try it. But meditation in general is very important. It's important not only to sun gaze, but while you're sun gazing, to let yourself fall into a meditative state. And if you want to learn how to meditate, I'll make a video about that and post it so that you guys can start to practice that. But just keep in mind that, when you're new, it will be there will be some discomfort. So try 3 minutes, try to time it, try 5 minutes, try 10 minutes, work your way up. Eventually you'll be able to look at the sun for 30 minutes or more, and wait until it goes down. Wait until it's not as powerful, so that it doesn't physically hurt you. It has a lot of information to give, and what you can glean from that is going to vary from person to person. I would say that, based on your current vibration also, that'll also kind of determine how long you can look at it, and at what height you can start to look at it. I would say, if you have a very bad diet, then it's probably going to be a little bit harder to sun gaze than if you have a very good diet, because your body energetically is more well suited to integrate the extra energy that's coming in. I know, for example, when I first, when I first went vegan, and my overall energy, or my overall energetic body was rising, my energy was rising, I had a lot of ascension symptoms, ascension sickness. I'll do also another video on ascension sickness and what it is, but I remember there was a point in time where I was practicing meditating in the sun before I knew what sun gazing was, and after I would do it, I would get a terrible headache. Terrible, like there was way too much energy coming in for my body to process, so it all kind of got stuck in that third eye chakra point, and in that crown chakra point. So, for me, it was very painful. Over time, though, your body adjusts to the higher levels of energy, so just keep that in mind as well. But I will make more videos about ascension sickness and how your body kind of changes as it starts to integrate higher levels of energy. But that was my brief video on sun gazing. Probably make some in the future as I come across new techniques, but it's cool to try it. Just wait until sunset, and you just look at the sun. He'll tell you a lot of good, funny stories and cool secrets, I'm sure. But until next time, this is Storm, and I'll check you. Peace.